are going to learn I'm addicted to unicorns. It's a thing. Sorry. So I seriously have a problem with unicorns. All right. Grateful to spend a long weekend with my family at our cabin. Yes. So hopefully it's not the last time. Your kids. So good. All right, you guys. Thank you for helping me set the tone. I'm super excited to pass the call over to Shanda. She's going to give you a little bit of her background and what we've done in the last 4 years and all the good stuff that's going on. I literally, Shanda's on my top 1% of favorite people in the whole world. So I'm just going to pass the call over to her and she can get the party. That, Shanda, take it away.
Happily and joyfully. Oh, I'm so excited. I see a few people that I love dearly here in the chat. And so I just appreciate all of you and what you're grateful for and for sharing that. And, you know, Melanie, I just really appreciate all that you've done over the years and all the fact that you're willing to share. And the fact that I met you 4 years ago, and there's a few people on the line here that knew me and a few that didn't, but I was 4 years ago drowning in $100,000. Oh, no problem, Roberta, we got you. I was drowning in $100,000 in credit card debt and $900,000 in mortgage, and I was exhausted. I was working 100 hours a week. I had a full-time job at the radio station, was serving tables in the evening to pay my bills, and I still couldn't make ends meet. I saw no end in sight, and I had done everything right. I went to school. I got a good job with the biggest company in Canada and, working for Jim Pattison. And then, I invested my RSPs every year and, I got the car they told me to get and I bought the rental properties they told me to buy. And I literally ended up being upside down and inside out and exhausted. And I was like, this is adulting. Get out of here. Have you guys ever thought about give me a hashtag adulting in the comments if you're like done with adulting some days. It just doesn't seem worth it. It's like, right? It's just a lot. And it was so exhausting and I was literally done. And I didn't see anyone adulting so hard. I know. I didn't see anybody out there that was doing what I wanted. I started really looking around and I'm like, I don't want what any of you have. You guys have stress and bills and you're angry and you're fighting with your waistlines and your spouses and you're divorced and it was just a mess. And I was like, okay, well, how can I find someone who has what I want? And I just didn't even know what I wanted. I hadn't seen an example. I didn't want to turn out like my parents, that's for sure. So what was I going to do? And then I met Melanie. And all I knew was that I had never met a woman who was kind and non-judgmental and bold and absolutely unapologetically bold. She was the first person that said, it's okay to be bossy. Gave me permission to just be a little bossy sometimes. My brother would hate that. And it really was amazing to see this woman who, has fed over 6,000 kids in India, who has freed them from slavery, who has, gone through a crazy story that I know she'll share with you. But specifically, she's the kind of person that's built multiple companies that are humongous and worldwide. She consults with CEOs. She's an absolute boss at everything that she does. She's beautifully put together. She's an honoring, cherishing wife who has an amazing husband. Her children are dynamic and wonderful. She can rock anything she wants to put on her body. And she literally lives life all out. And I was like, okay, what's that about? That looks a lot better than what my parents are doing. So I just showed up and I became curious. And that's what I looked at everything with. And what I found out since reading Think and Grow Rich is that it's those open eyes and those questions that we ask about what could be that really are what change things for us. Right? I love curiosity. And I walk around asking, why is that way? And why does that person have what I want? And why does that person not have what they say they want? And I just kept asking why. And Melanie was able to, put her hand out and said, follow me. I'll help you crawl, walk, then run. And so since then, I know, right? It sounds amazing. She really is incredible. And I've been able to, since following her direction and following the system that she's going to walk through tonight, pay off all of my debt, quit my corporate job, quit my second job, live exclusively over the last year on the interest in my investments, start a passion project in Texas. And now my heart is that other people would get the information to do the same. And, whatever I was reading the 4-Hour Work Week, and at the beginning, he talks about how he hates that self-description is job description. And and he's like, why, how we spend our time and how we make money, why do they have to be the same things? And I was like, oh no. So now being able to do whatever I want with my time, which is being here and serving you, because I don't want anyone to be in debt. And I don't want anyone to try to invest in a world where they don't understand and they feel blind, or they're, I'm done with this whole, let's put the wool over people's eyes and just, make them believe that they're stupid and that they can't do things. And that, these women, they don't have what it takes to succeed. Like, I'm over it, and I will fight to the death that each one of you would have whatever freedom looks like for you. So I know that Melanie can help you get there. She's done it for me. I honestly, if this pandemic had happened 5 years ago, I don't think I would have made it out alive. I was depressed. I was not okay. And here I am, just reaching out and saying, if you want another way, then, she's got a few ideas and a few tips and a few tricks that work really well. So I'm going to let you take it away, Mel, because you can teach better than anybody that I've ever worked with. So I just appreciate you, and I thank you for your time, because I know you don't have to be here either. So yeah, thank you.
You're so welcome. I want to thank you actually for the impact that you're making literally globally. Just so you guys know, Shannon's working with people in Singapore, Texas, all over the states actually. I won't even start naming names because there's like Pennsylvania and Minnesota and like random states all over the place, plus Canada and Australia. And so her business is growing very rapidly, but also she's been trading like a boss. And we're going to talk about how to earn money, but also keep your money, which she's been able to do. You guys, I want you to understand that she actually got to the place of becoming an incredible student with the debt crushing principles, and actually like doing things like cutting the bottom off of her shampoo bottle so she could use the 2 inches left in the bottom so that she didn't go spend money. Instead, she put it on her debt, and she literally paid off just about $1 million in debt. So I am just so proud of everything she's been able to accomplish. It's very cool. Now we're going to go into, she's creating an empire principles tonight. Hopefully you will see what we saw, and that is a way for you to make a change in your life. There are 3 secrets to independence, and Shanda touched on them, right? Learning to make more money, pay your debt, think differently, be different. But you guys, what's really amazing is that once you learn the principles, these principles apply anywhere. So no matter what's going on in the external economy, your internal economy stays the same or continues to grow. Now, we are on a mission to empower women, specifically women, because of where I come from. 17 years ago, broke, homeless, single mom, baby on my hip, literally never got a dime from my ex ever. I literally paid for everything, no support, nothing. And still to this day, she's 21 years old. She's now my best friend. But I remember sitting there thinking, I will not do this to her. She needs something different, something more. And I made a committed decision to change my life. Now you understand, poverty is a state of mind. It is not a financial situation. Poverty is a state of mind. It is not a financial situation. And so I had to change my mindset, change the way I saw myself, change the way I thought, change the way I earned my money, change the way I spoke, talked, walked, all of it had to change. But when I learned to change and create a wealth mindset, all of a sudden, guess what? My bank account grew, my results grew, my businesses grew, everything started to change. So if you guys are ready to learn how to think in an abundance mindset, can you please drop abundance in the chat? I want to see how many of you are ready for an abundance mindset, because it is literally time to get up and get after it. Now, I know some of you have been on here and you've been knocked down hard. You've had things like I've had happen to you, whether they're your choice, somebody else's choice, it does not matter. The point is you've hit the floor. If you have hit the floor in the past, I want you to drop a 1 in the comments. If you have been devastated, either relationally, money, whatever it is, drop a 1 in the comments. Makes my hair stand on end. You see, we all think we're alone, but guess what? Life happens to every single person that's on this line tonight. And we have an opportunity to do something with what happens to us. We can either become better or we can become bitter. And I chose to become better. It's not always been easy, but oh my gosh, has it been worth it. So if you guys are ready, right? Cheryl says, so tired of being knocked down. Well, guess what, Cheryl? Getting knocked down never ends, but getting back up faster, stronger, and doing it better than before becomes like second nature. All of a sudden, you don't even notice getting knocked down. So if you guys are ready to not notice getting knocked down, if you're ready to get stronger, faster, leaner, and just become, I say it, a money-making machine, like becoming abundant, becoming a money magnet, as T. Harv Eker talks about, drop a 2 in the comments if you are ready, because I'm going to lay down some tips for you guys tonight that's going to change your lives if you apply them. The book Think and Grow Rich says that the secret is in every chapter, but most of us miss it because it's so simple. The truth of the matter is, when you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Whatever you can conceive and believe as a reality for you, you can achieve. But most people do not want too much. They want far too little. So I'm going to go into some principles tonight. If you learn to apply them, if you learn to take those steps, everything can change for you, and in very short order. Let's start with the basics. Number 1, there are 2 ways to look at money. You can be on the left side of money or the right side of money. The left side is the side I call the wrong side of money. 95% of people control 5% of the money. Understand, 95 squirrels fighting over 5 little nuts. So if you ever felt like there's never enough money at the end of the month, it's because you're either self-employed or work for somebody else. If that's you currently, you can change to become the 2%. You can get on the right side of money, go to the right side of the quadrant. Those people are business owners or investors. Let me qualify something for you. I thought I was a business owner. See, coming out of a women's shelter, I built 2 traditional businesses, 44 employees, $65,000 a month in overhead before I made a dime. Guess what I found out? Those businesses were a noose around my neck. I literally could not even pay myself, and yet the companies were doing $1 million. So how is it that I could, scale companies to be 7-figure businesses, but there was no profit left at the end? Because in a growth phase of a business, the first 5 years, you're not making money. And the next 5 years, you're lucky if you make any money. And then enter this opportunity, this type of thinking where I could create multiple streams of income. Well, guess what? Business owners, they don't own a brick and mortar business. They own a business that makes them money while they sleep. They make money while they sleep. Also, they have a system that pays them whether they're there or not. So if you guys think about McDonald's, the owner of McDonald's is not flipping burgers. He set up systems so teenagers could run his company for the least amount of profit possible. They get a good job, good training. He gets what he wants, profits at the end of the day. That is a business system. The second thing that you can look at is an investor mindset. 1% of the population is ever groomed to be an investor. Now, let me ask you, were you taught the left side of money or the right side of money? If you were taught left side, drop 95 in the comments. If you were taught to work for somebody else or for yourself, put 95% in the comments, or 95, because here's the truth of us. Truth of it, 95% of the people on this call, literally, I would say 98% of people on this call were literally groomed to fail. Now, here's my problem, and you guys catch me if I'm wrong, but I'm telling you, does it not make you angry that you were taught to go to school, get a good education, so you get a good job, so you could get on the left side or the wrong side of money? You guys paid whatever you paid, or maybe you didn't go to school. You're going to hear from somebody later that got a great education, great job. Guess what? Still broke, still struggling. You're going to hear that. But what if you could get on the right side of money? Now, you guys understand my life mission is to empower people to go from the left to the right. Guess what? Some people hear the message, some people don't. But for those that do, they put up their hand and say, that's me. I want to move from the left to the right. I am literally here to guide you, which is what's happened for Shanda and many more, literally thousands of people. So my goal is to help you. If you're the person that says, put up my hand, I want to be 2%. Where are my 2%ers? You want to be 2%. If you would have chosen 2%, drop 2 in the comments, 2% in the comments, if you would have chosen that. Because I believe most people would clearly choose to be on the right side of money if they were taught how to build in wealth principles, but we're just never taught. So you guys understand my life goal, my life mission is to create a new school system that teaches people how to learn properly, personal development, financial education. But for right now, this is the platform that we have. So here we go. Now, the reason she's creating an empire community was born because I want to empower women specifically to learn to become free from the rat race so they don't owe any man anything. And I don't mean man, I mean people, right? Like if you owe the bank, they own your house. That is not freedom. If you owe people for credit card debt. You are now a slave to those people. But let's ask you a quick question. You had a big dream circle as a little girl, right? All these dreams you wanted to accomplish. And then you got your income circle, which was this big. Dream circle, income circle. What did you do in response? What does the average person do in response to having a tiny income circle and a big dream circle? They have two options. Number one, they shrink their dreams. Number two, they go into debt to reach their dreams. Neither of those options are really great options. What if we grew our income circle to match our dream circle? Take a minute and drop in the comments what you would do. One thing you would do if money was not an option and you could like this today, go do it and pretend we could fly. What would you do? Miami, right on. What else would you guys do? Buy your mama home. Awesome. Buy a gold bar, buy a boat, travel the world, go back to school full time. That's so good. You guys, travel with your kids wherever you wanted, travel everywhere. I love it, right? Pay off my parents' debt, right? Like we have become an equestrian, buy an equestrian center. Gwinnell, you have to meet Morgan Ustra. I don't know if she's on here tonight, Morgan. If yes, she is. Morgan is an equestrian equine therapist. I remembered she's an equine therapist. She's written a book, you guys. She's using her money that she's made she's creating an empire to literally fund her dreams. It's so, so cool. So you guys all have this thing that you would go do if money was not an option. So let's look at how we can make it possible for you starting today to learn to grow your income for that kind of freedom so you can do the things that you want to do instead of the things you have to do just to survive. All right. So secret number one, leveraged income. You will never be taught this in school. Your parents probably won't teach you because they don't know. My kids think very differently than other kids, but I want you guys to really catch this. We need to have leveraged income. Leveraged income is money that makes you money, it's income that comes in whether you're working or not. So things like rental properties, if they are cash flowing and if you don't have to do all the painting, carpets, and property management yourself. Affiliate marketing, in my perspective or my opinion, this is the very best way to earn multiple streams of income, low barrier to entry. It's literally less than $1,000 to start an affiliate marketing program. You get paid what you're worth so you can go out and build and really create some serious leverage or affiliate income, and you have all the training and products provided. There's online stores, things like Shopify. As a matter of fact, I Am Academy, the platinum package, the package that we're working with, or the platform that we're working with, is actually launching a Shopify option for those of you that want to have online stores. If you've ever wondered how to create an online store and whether it was worth it, can you drop a 3 in the comments? Because I'm telling you, my daughter, who's 21, has been going through the beta of the Shopify platform, and it is kicking. So I'm super excited for you guys to learn more about that. We have, of course, investing and then trading, all forms of leveraged income. Now, I have to ask you a question. Do you currently have a plan for leveraged income? The average person is going to say no, but Bob Proctor, our first mentor, taught us you must have 15 streams of income to become truly financially independent. So you guys, we've built over time 7, 8 streams of income now, 8 or 9. I think I just started another one, 9 streams of income. So you guys understand that as you start to fill in where it says MSI stands for multiple streams of income, what you're really doing is building a circle of protection around your primary source of income. Imagine my son-in-law goes to work today, he comes home, he's been laid off. It's actually happened. But you know what? He's not worried. Why? Because he's got leveraged income, he's got trading income, and he's been with my daughter now for just about 2 years, I think just 2 years. And, he's completely changed the way he does life because he was taught to get a good job and, stay with that job for the rest of your life. And you know what? If he had done that, his parents are amazing people. We love them. But if he had done that thing that they were taught to do and that they taught him to do and that he eventually would have taught his kids to do, guess what? Right now, he would be at a very tenuous state, but he is downstairs at our place visiting with Greg literally right now, being like, cheers, got laid off. I get to trade full time during the day now. So it's very cool to be able to build multiple streams. Now, you may not have been given an option. Nobody maybe trained you, but if you could have multiple streams of income, would you choose choose that. If that's something you would choose, drop a 4 in the comments, because I think most people, again, would, but education is the key. Understand, when you educate a woman, and that's why I'm doing She's Creating an Empire. When you educate a woman, you train a family. When you train a family, you teach a community. And when you teach a community, you can change a nation. And if that's all I do with my life, that will be enough. I had the best blessing. Today I had a dream board moment for myself, you guys. I've been working hard, you know, a dream board moment. My husband went and blessed me with this beautiful thing. And it was just like, wow, in the midst of a ton of people in a pullback phase, we're still advancing. And that's because Bob Proctor, John Maxwell, Danny Johnson, all of these mentors, Paul Orbison, poured into us and taught us how to think differently. And now we're educating those around us. So you guys understand that it's not about the money or the stuff. It's about the freedom that it provides and the security. Now, secret number 2 is debt-free living. You heard Shanda say she was drowning in debt, $100,000 in actual debt, and then 900,000 in mortgage debt. And how many of you know that debt equals stress? If you guys have ever been in a financial fight with your significant other, drop a 5 in the comments. If you've ever fought with your significant other because of money, drop a 5. It is literally the #1 reason for divorce other than marriage. Just joking. So you guys understand that everybody fights over money. However, it doesn't have to be that way. Now, we've been taught that debt is normal, right? Get a good job, and then you buy a house with debt, you buy a car with debt, and then you spend the rest of your life paying those things off. However, imagine being debt-free, including your mortgages, in 5 to 7 years without increasing your income. We've been debt-free for over 10 years. And what's so beautiful about that is we do things like lease our vehicles because it's a tax advantage. You want to do that when your income gets to a certain point. However, that's debt that's easily, gotten rid of. It doesn't tax us. It actually saves us money in our taxes. Now, before my education, I would have went and bought a car, not with the lease, and then I would have only got the depreciation. You guys understand that there's rules around money, and the wealthy have different set of rules than we have. And so if the rules are there and the language is there, if you learn the rules and the language, doesn't that mean you can learn to play the game and win? And isn't that what we really want? How many of you want to play a game that's rigged that you cannot win? I am so sick and tired of watching people do the wrong thing over and over and over again because it's the thing that they've been taught to do and told that it was right. It's like mind-blowing to me. So if you guys all think that we need to change our education system, change our children's way of thinking about money, I want a 6 in the comments. If you seriously think, if you truly believe that we can literally start to change the generations after us with education, you guys are in the right place. I'm so excited that you're here. Now, we do teach debt reduction strategies. Of course, I can't get into all of them tonight, but I can give you a tip. Go home, print off your bank statement and your Visa statement, highlight the things that you've been spending money on, and ask yourself, is that a necessity? If it's not a necessity, take that money and put it on your debt. Do that until your debt is gone, and you will be debt free. The other thing you want to do is create a rolling debt reduction calendar. So you take your smallest debt, you pay it off first. So if you have a $1,000 debt, you pay that off first. Then whatever that minimum payment is, you take that plus the extra money you found and you put it on your second debt. You start to compound down those payments, and pretty soon, all of a sudden, you're like sitting in a really good position. Now, we know that paying off debt and becoming, financially literate takes support. Our community here is here to support you. We, of course, have a Debt Crusher Challenge coming up very, very soon, so we're excited about that. And the goal, of course, is to get that monkey off your back. If you guys know somebody that needs to get a debt monkey off their back, drop a monkey emoji in the comments. I don't care which one, this one, the tail one, I don't care. All right, you guys. So the power of compounding interest. You guys can't find it. I love it. Monkey, right? Okay, everyone needs to do that. Now, the power of compounding interest is the 8th wonder of the world. Warren Buffett said, if you do not learn to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. Now, the banks have figured out how to, use compounding against us in our loans, our mortgages, etc. By the way, mortgage means death contract, actually in Latin. So you guys, if you don't know that, I love the monkey emoji. I love it, Shale. Okay, you guys, so if you don't know that mortgage means death contract, it's because when you get a mortgage, most people pay it off until they're dead. So you guys understand that that's literally a thing. But we want to change the way you look at money. We want you to start to earn more through leveraged income, keep more through debt reduction and learning to think about your spending before you do it, and then of course growing your money. Now we're going to talk about compounding, and mostly through Forex trading. The reason through Forex, because the average person can get involved, learn to trade in the largest financial markets in the world today, and that allows for you to compound with proper risk management and of course calculating your losses. Now for those of you that know nothing about the Forex market, let me fill you in. It is a $6.6 trillion a day market. $6.6 trillion a day going through the market. People are making money on those trades every single day. It's just not, maybe you, because you haven't been educated, but that is about to change. Now the markets are open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, so you can learn to make money while you sleep. If you're on this line today and you've placed a trade at night and you've woken up in profit, can you please drop a 7 in the comments if you've placed a trade at night and woken up in profit the next day? So there you go, you guys. There's some proof in the pudding that you can actually learn to earn money while you sleep. Now, I have a quick question. Do you think that we have been, as females, as women, socialized to think poorly about money? Let me ask you a couple questions. Have you ever been told to find somebody to take care of you, that a man is your security, or that maybe, trading is too risky and you shouldn't do it? You should give your money to the person that's trained, the gentleman down at the bank, and he'll take good care of your money, right? So, yep, to the bank, yep. So we all know that it's happening. Can I ask you a question? It's 2020 and we've all been told that things have changed. Do you really think things have changed that much? Do you really? Not really. Like, we kind of all know it, but no one's talking about it. Well, I'm here to say enough is enough. We as women are able and capable of taking care of money, learning to grow it, learning to compound it, learning to, build your credit, do all the things that are going to get you, but we have got to think properly. Now, Julia says it's a man's world. It's a man's mindset. You guys see, the world is a level playing ground. Anyone can go out and win, but here's the difference. For those of you, and I was not going to talk about this tonight, so somebody on the line needs to hear this. If you are the woman that is backed down from your goals because it makes other people uncomfortable, you have stepped away from what you know is right and true for you to sacrifice for your family, I'm talking to you right now. Listen, you can raise your kids and be a powerful businesswoman. You can raise your kids and be a philanthropist and be a good friend and do all this stuff. Is it harder? Is it harder than, just being the one that kind of takes on the chin and makes everybody else happy? Definitely harder. Definitely. Trust me, it's definitely harder. But is it worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely worth every moment. So if you guys are on here tonight and you need a little encouragement, I am now calling you to a higher place. You can step up and step out. You can have everything that you've ever desired. You can travel the world. You can be a strong businesswoman. You can trade. You can compound your money. You can make big business deals. You can give back. You can save kids around the world. You can do all the things, and you can be a good woman too. So if you've been taught that that's not possible, I'm literally here to watch those chains fall off of your wrists, your mouth, your heart, your feet. I call you to a higher place. It's time to take a step out for you. Anywho, sorry. All right, so I feel so much better. All right, so let's talk about the game of trading. Every game has a set of rules and a language. And when we learn to learn the rules, learn proper risk management, and understand the language, we can start to play the game and play it well. The problem is that we don't know the rules, we don't know the risk management, and we don't know the language, so we become afraid of the game. I don't want for you to be afraid of the game. I want for you to learn the language, the rules, and learn to play it properly with proper risk management so you can learn to win your game. Now, what if you could learn? What if you could learn foreign exchange? Like, I have people on here, actually, Carrie Exley's on here tonight. I just saw her. Carrie, hopefully she can drop it in the chat. I want you guys to know that right now, yesterday, I'm just going to brag on Carrie for a second. So Carrie is actually at Children's Hospital with her daughter, who is one of my favorite people in the whole world. Her name is Cameron, and she is right now literally in a battle for her life, and she is winning. And Carrie was trading yesterday, And I will tell you, she showed me her trades. There was 8 trades. She won 7 of those trades. She made a lot of money from the hospital yesterday, and she texted me today, and she said, if I can get to platinum 5,000, which you guys will see what that means here in a minute, that's 5,000 a month residual income. She said, if I can do that from Children's Hospital, this is possible for anyone. So I just want to give a shout out to Carrie, because I'm so proud of you for, in the midst of all the trauma and all the turmoil and all this stuff, you're stepping up, you're securing your mindset, you're taking steps for your family, you're learning a new skill set. When everyone else would, give up and lay down, you're literally standing up and fighting. So I want you guys to drop a 10 in the comments for Carrie and give her some encouragement, because she is just literally turning everything, even the hard things, to her favor. So I am so excited about that. And I can't wait for you guys to hear from Sam, because Sam is literally another one of those stories that she's just an overcomer. Now, with the foreign exchange market, what if you could learn to exchange without using your own physical money? You could actually learn to practice with a practice account, learn the rules, learn the stuff, and start to practice. And when you're ready, fund your live account. You can fund your live account with as little as $10. So you don't have to have $1,000 or $10,000. You can just fund it with just a little bit of money and start to compound that over time. What happens is you get to learn as you go. Now, we do have 2 other academies, High Frequency and Digital Currency. Now, digital currency is changing the way global payments are made. It's very important that you and I educate ourselves so we can educate our kids and our communities and change a nation, because digital currency is actually changing the way banking is done. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get this wrong, Goldman Sachs actually just released an announcement saying that digital currency is the future of money. So if you do not understand digital currency, that in itself is a reason for you to engage with She's Creating an Empire community and get yourself educated about digital currency. Now, all of this is learning simplified. I'm talking dumb it down to the kindergarten simple, right? We're all busy. Our brains are already full, raising kids, doing the stuff. Maybe you're not married yet. Maybe you got no kids. Maybe you're working and trying to figure out life, right? Well, guess what? These videos are 5, 7, and 15 minutes long, and they all build one on top of the other, teaching you the language and the rules so that you can gain confidence and knowledge and actually know what's happening in the market at any given time. We also have access to 100+ live traders. Now, these live traders, they literally show you exactly what they're doing. They're trading their live accounts. You're going live with them, and they're saying, hey, yo, I'm trading this, and this is the stop loss, and this is the take profit, and it's a buy or a sell. Now, your option is to take that trade. You could open your MetaTrader if you wanted and take that trade. Guess what? What do you think happens when you start following these majorly successful traders, professional traders, and you can actually follow along? Do you think that's going to increase your chances of success? So I'm going to stop right there for a second. I'm going to bring Sam on. Sam, if you can unmute yourself and turn on your camera, I would so appreciate that. Hopefully I've got you set up properly so that you can do that. But there she is. So I'm going to brag on Sam just for a minute. Sam has quickly become one of my favorite people. She's going to tell her story. I want her to talk about, Sam, if you can talk about, what happened for you and why you were at home for a year and all that stuff, because I want the people on the line to hear what you've been able to do in such a short period of time. I'm so proud of you, everything you're doing, leading the way, again, building global business. With that, Miss Sam Rothstein.
Whoa, thanks for the intro. Oh my gosh. Shannon, Mel, I just want to start by saying your dedication to all of us just absolutely blows me away every day, and you guys have changed the lives of so many people and continue to do so, and we're just all so grateful for you, those of us who have had the opportunity to work with you so far. I normally go into a thing, but so many things came up tonight that I had to take some notes, because only we have the power to make choices for ourselves, and how we respond to what happens around us. That's the only thing we have control over. And I'm learning this more and more every day, and it's such a powerful thing to understand. And I also was one of those people that Mel talked about, where I was in a relationship that determined what I got to choose to do with my life. So if that's you, just know you're not alone on this call. I did all the things. I went to school, got a good education, got a good job, started a career, did all the things everybody told me I was supposed to do, hated my job, was told by my husband at the time, not husband, but like my kid's father, that I made too much money and I wasn't allowed to leave. I literally came home from my very first day of work after graduating and bawled my eyes out because I hated it so much. And I have now been in that career for 12 years. So I'm a single mom of two. Last year at 37 years old, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. My single income went to zero. The dental industry provides no health benefits, no pension plan. I lived off of my life savings and 15 weeks of medical EI coverage, spent every last dime and then some trying to not go into bankruptcy and feed my kids healthy meals. So when January came and I was introduced to this opportunity by my good friend Shale, who I literally call and thank every freaking day of my life since then, Mel and Shannon met me definitely at my worst. I was like a shell of a human with the weight of the world on my shoulders. And I knew that I probably was going to end up just working till the day I died or my body fell apart first from being a hygienist. And so I saw this. I was totally skeptical. I didn't have a clue. It seemed so good to be true that I was just like, okay, what's the catch? But I also knew that if I didn't try it, I had only one option because I'm pigeonholed with my career. And if I did try it, I could either fail and for sure learn something, because you always learn, or I could do it and succeed and change my life and my kids' life forever. And since then, it's grown into so much more than that. It's not only my life and my kids' life, it's an entire community's life. I get to work with just the most amazing people every day and see people grow. And the amount of personal growth I've gone through in 4 months, like, blows my mind. I always thought I was a people person, and I'm quickly realizing that I have so much to learn. So it's just been amazing. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me on so many levels. I had no idea how to trade. I am now hosting a Zoom trading session for people and helping new people learn how to trade. And I've only been doing this for 4 months. That's how fast the learning process is, because it's built that easy for people. And I also have a leveraged income stream coming in where after going through a year of making no income, my mortgage is paid for me before I even get out of bed in the morning. So, like, I can breathe and sleep and smile and have fun and help other people, where before it was like a struggle to even brush my teeth, which is ironic with my career choice. So thank you for having me on. I love being here. I probably went over my quick 2 minutes, but it is what it is. So
it's worth every moment, Sam. I'm so proud of you. Literally, you guys growing a trading account, helping people get started, helping them create leveraged income. Imagine having enough money coming into your home that your mortgage and your car payment are paid. And she'd just been here for 4 months, she said, like 5 months, I think it is. So absolutely crazy. Thank you guys. Yes, give Sam a shout out. We're so proud of her. And literally, I know she didn't say it today, or maybe she didn't. I was, zoning, but I'm telling you guys, she is on a trajectory to be completely retired from her job in the next 6 months. And so we're so excited about that, because of course we don't want anybody doing anything that they don't love. So the 100+ educators are there to help you grow your business. So you heard her say, no idea about Forex, went through the education, started trading with the live traders. Now she's producing crazy great results. And we have tools that allow for you to spend less time in front of the computer with more understanding. So literally, instead of, traders spending 4, 5, 6 hours a day trying to read charts, our tools shorten your time to 1 hour a day. Who on the line, if you're new here, could find an hour a day, 5 days a week to do some trading and learn to compound your money? If you think that's you, I want you to drop a 111 in the chat if you're willing to set aside 1 hour a day, 5 days a week to learn to compound your money. And of course, we do have apps that make all of this very, very simple for you. Now, there's 2 ways to get started. There is the $235, which is one of the academies. So it can be the foreign exchange or the digital currency. One of the academies, $235 and $175 a month, US dollars. Now, or you can get all 3 academies for $90 more in the elite package. I do not care which one you get. To me, it does not matter. It matters that you start. It matters that you start your journey to learning how to build abundance, learning how to change your mindset, leveraged income, etc. So $325 and $275 a month. And when you refer 2, it's free. So if you refer 2 elite, your next month is free. So you enroll for $325 your next month. Instead of paying, when you have 2, it becomes free, and or 2 of the basic academies. And there's one more step. For those of you that think that right now we need to learn to make money on our cell phones and from our computers from anywhere in the world, can you please drop a 555 in the chat if you think it's a good idea to be able to empower yourself to earn money from your cell phone or your laptop? Because I'm telling you, right now, there could not be a better time. So when you have 2, it's free. You refer your 3rd, now you become an IBO. You upgrade for $15. Once you do that, you're now in the compensation plan. The company is willing to pay you to connect customers to the company, creating leverage streams of income. Here's why. You're going to connect a customer to the company. That customer is taken care of by the team and by the organization and by the company. You are getting a small percentage off of that subscription every single month. Imagine Platinum 150 making $150 every single month, or Platinum 600, $600 every single month. Sam is Platinum 1000. That's $1,000 US. $1,400 Canadian coming into her bank account every single month, whether she does anything or not, because she has people paying subscriptions. And of course, it just goes up from there. You can go Platinum 2,000, 2,000 a month, 5,000, 5,000 a month. Shan does a Platinum 2,000, almost 5,000. So you guys understand that there is no limits to this kind of earning. You can learn to trade. You can connect customers to the company, both of which are going to change lives and in the process earn a significant amount of money. So I'm going to ask Cora for our final testimony of the night to turn on her camera. You guys have been patient with me. We've been here 43 minutes. I'm not sure if Summy is on tonight. I think she's going to do a quick walkthrough on the harmonic scanner, but I want Cora to give you a testimony of what the power of leveraged income can do for you and why she decided to get started with I Am Academy. So Cora is a very successful work-at-home mom. She's been working at home for quite a few years, and she has created a significant income from home. Recently, she decided to get started with us and actually go out and start to change lives, and knew nothing about foreign exchange. So Cora, if you could share your story and what you found here, that would be super powerful.
Well, thank you so much, Melanie. I am once again inspired by everyone, and I'm just so grateful to have been included in this and to be a part of this mentorship and this amazing company and platform and community of people. And so a little bit of me, I am a mom of 3. My husband works at Oil Patch, so he's with us 2 weeks and he's gone 2 weeks. And before joining I Am Academy, I had dabbled a little bit in the investment side of things and trying to figure out what affiliate marketing was. And I had tried to do it my own way because I knew that I wanted something more than what was being offered to me. And so I had gotten into a little bit and dabbled a little bit, but it didn't ever seem to thrive. And when I had a certain life situation where my daughter's health was failing and we needed to make some significant family changes and literally move across the country to save her. But in the result of that was that my husband was going to be in one location and I was going to be in the other location with our 3 children. And that wasn't going to work for me. So I decided to really pursue network marketing and affiliate marketing because I had seen other people go before me and are very successful. And the one stat that I love is that 80% of women who earn more than 6 figures do it in network marketing. That for me was like, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. And I had a real burning desire to change my circumstance. Like I actually had to do it. And my circumstance isn't the same as everybody's, but I knew I needed to do something different. And so I did create a substantial, significant income. My husband was able to leave his job and join us. And my good friend Sam, that you just heard, knew that I was successful in my other business, but she decided to approach me anyways and said, hey, I've got this opportunity. Would you be willing to take a look at it? And I said, sure, not knowing what it was. And I remember seeing the presentation like this and going, really? Like, I had to take a step back and say, really? Like, is this actually possible? And from there, I went for coffee with Melanie. And I have to say to all the women on this call, I was blown away with the ability to learn how to make investing money, like learn how to invest my money in Forex, something that I hear people talk about, or invest in the stock market. I'd like to know what that is. I have no idea where to start. And then I can do it, and I can help other people do it and get paid to connect people to the company. Like, it was like a no-brainer. It was absolutely a no-brainer for me. So I went home, and this is the fun part. I went home and I shared with my husband this fabulous information that I had heard. And he looked at me and he's like, that's not going to happen. That is absolutely not going to happen. And I looked at him, he's going to hate me when I say this. I was like, oh, but this actually isn't a permission conversation. Like, we're doing this. You're going to love it. I'm going to love it. And he was super skeptical, but I saw the vision. I saw what was possible to learn how to trade and make money from your phone, and also to get paid to help other people do the same. Just is an amazing concept. And so now I have to get my husband to turn his phone off because he trades all the time. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, what? He's like, I'm just trading. I got to, close the bag. I got to do this. I got to do that. And I'm like, okay, like, you have to actually stop. He absolutely loves it. We love the learning. We love the community. We love the ability to grow multiple income streams. We're going to be working on our 4th one with this. And it's really created a fun factor for our family. There's no binge watching on Netflix. We're learning a new skill. We're growing our bank account. We're creating multiple streams of income. And we are that family. We're the average family who just has big dreams and big goals, who want something more and want something better. And we want to grab all the people who want the same thing and bring them along with us, because it's absolutely amazing. So I just really want to thank Melanie and Shanda and Sam, who are just, amazing to link arms with. And if you're a fence sitter, I was like questioning it too. Well, my husband was questioning it. You just got to step in. You just have to step in and give it a go, and you're going to love it as much as we do. So that's my story.
I love it, Cora. Thank you so much. You guys understand Cora is quarantined with 3 kids. Homeschooling, and she's on her own because he's gone half the time, and she's still making it happen in a big time way. We love you, Cora, so much for everything that you're doing. Okay, I'm excited. You guys are going to get to hear from Sumi. Sumi is going to walk through the harmonic scanner. How many of you on here tonight are questioning, is this really easy? Can I do it? And will it work for me? I think most people are asking themselves those questions. And this is Sumi. I'm going to give you her brief testimony so she can jump right into the harmonic scanner, just so we can keep the time short. But you guys understand, Sumi is a single mom of 4 kids. Found herself literally sleeping in her basement on a cement floor with a baby so that she could rent out her upstairs and not lose her home. This woman is a fighter, a scrapper. She's literally kept her family on the up and up, same scenario, fighting for support, all the things. And you guys understand that she's now gone on to become a successful real estate agent. She's one of the best in the industry, and she grabbed onto this like I'm like a bulldog, literally, with the training. She's like, I'm going to figure this out. And literally, she has grown her account by far the most out of any of the women in our organization, and she is crushing the trading. There are a lot of people doing very, very well. Sumi is setting the pace. So I asked Sumi to come on and show you guys just how simple it can be. So if you're on here tonight and you want to see how simple it can be, I want you guys to drop simple in the comments and give her some encouragement, because she's taking the time. By the way, all these women are volunteering tonight to show you this information so that you guys can learn and actually apply this to your life. So with that, Sumi, if you want to share your screen, I'll stop share, and then you can run through the harmonic scanner and we will go from there.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mel. It's just such an amazing opportunity to be amongst such incredible, amazing, powerful women. And you guys, there's an African proverb that says, when sleeping woman wakes, Lord have mercy, mountains move. So women, we are about to move right now. We are about to move into the largest financial market, and we are going to take over. And we're causing the most amazing wealth transfer to women. So you guys, I just want to show you this. This is called the harmonic scanner. And so between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. and 10 a.m. the best time to trade on the scanner. And so when you first start, all you're doing is copying and pasting. All you're doing is copying and pasting. You're ignoring all that. The educators are going to teach you all that. But when you come into this harmonic scanner, all you need to understand is if the market's going up, if it's going down. So you look at the entry. If the TP, which is the take profit, is below the entry, it's a sell. The market's going down. If the take profit, let's go to the next one, is above the entry, like it is here, that's a buy. I'm gonna go to another one here. If the take profit's below the entry, that's a sell. Can anyone guess what this is? Let's see if we can see it. Let's spread out a little bit. So it's below the entry. What is this, a buy or a sell? Someone put it in the comments. I can't see the comments, but did we answer? Mel, do you see it?
They said sell.
Yes. What's this one? Buy or sell?
Sell.
Awesome.
They're already trading. It's amazing.
They're already trading. It's already done. They're already trading. We'll do one more, ladies. That's how easy it is. If it's going to load, buy or sell?
Sell.
Amen. There it is. We just
so
made
good.
We
And you know what I love? I love, Summy, is that, you know, when you went in, you knew nothing. You went through the education. It taught you what take profit is. It taught you what a sell is and what a buy is. And then there's a little video on how to actually open the MetaTrader and put those numbers in. Like, it literally, if you follow that harmonic scanner, you could learn in maybe like 2 hours, and you could be trading, of course, practicing without losing your own money. Now, I don't know, have you counted your wins and losses? Because we want to give a obviously compliant testimony, but as far as the marketplace goes, do you know any idea where you're at?
Today I took 9 trades, and I was 9 for 9 for my trades today.
You called your own trades today?
Yeah. And I called my own trades with this educational platform. Within 30 days, I was calling my own trades. So it literally is like French immersion. You're learning the language, they're speaking the language, and then you have the scanners that are telling you exactly what to do. Before you even understand what you're doing, your mind is getting it, and you're calling your own trades. It's so powerful.
I love it. Tell them about your kids quickly. You have to tell them.
What do I have to tell them? Oh, my kids. Yeah. My daughter. So I'm teaching all 4 of my kids. They're 9, 12, 16, and 20 to trade, 2 boys and 2 girls. The girl, 12 years old, she like doubled her account in 2 weeks, her demo account. Now she's on her real account. We started with $100, and she is up 53% today on her account. Like, she's killing it, and she's using the harmonic scanner. So yeah, I tell my kids, ladies, I'm never giving them money ever again. They have $6.6 trillion that they can use.
Go get it.
Go get it.
Thank you, Summy, for taking the time to show these women this. And I know you guys, our team is very careful. You want to teach your daughter. I know, right? Like, how many of you want to teach your kids this? If you drop kids in the comments if you want to teach your kids, or kids you want to teach, because here's what I believe. I believe that as we start to empower the generations below us, yes, we're learning, which is actually the most stressful part, because we're changing a paradigm. We're changing a mindset. Right. Remember I said at the beginning, poverty is a mindset. It's actually not a financial situation. It's a mindset. So breaking our own mindset is the hard part. Once we do that and we pass it on to our kids, guess what? If you take the time to instill an abundant mindset, give them language and the skills and the tools that they need, they never have to go into a poverty situation. And let's just talk about middle-class poverty just for a second. Middle-class poverty is what Summy sees, I'm sure, in real estate every day, right? They own the house and the car and the stuff, but they still have no money at the end of the day, and they're actually cash poor. Is that something you see a lot, Summy? I think she's frozen. So you guys, I want you to understand that you can be, do, and have anything that you want. The skill is here, the training is here, the teaching is here, everything you need, but you need to say yes. And not yes to I Am Academy or yes to us or the person that brought you here, but yes to you. Yes to your education. Yes to becoming a good student. Yes to taking a long view on your finances. What if it took you 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years to grow a significant trading account or leveraged income? Would it be worth your time? If you say yes, I want you to listen up. I am looking for 10 women that want to go Chairman 10, which is $10,000 a month US. $10,000 a month US. If that is you and you are on this call, drop 10K in the comments. How we work with you, how we launch you is going to be significantly different than somebody who wants to make $100 or $500 or $1,000 a month. If you're the 10K, awesome. Okay, cool. So drop 10K in the comments. That's amazing. Now, if you are brand new here, you are not a member of I Am Academy, you have not gotten registered yet, you literally are here for the very first time, and you actually are, in a position where you want to learn to trade, but you only want to learn to trade. You don't want to, change the course of what you're doing. You just want to learn to trade. I mean, it'll change your finances, but you don't want to learn a new skill set for leveraged income. If that's you and you want to learn to trade, I want you to drop a 1 right now in the comments. You just want, if you're new and you want to learn to trade. If you're here and you're not a member and you actually want to learn to do both, create leveraged income, and trade and grow your money, also pay your debt, drop a 2 in the comments. Drop a 2 in the comments. And then there's a third type of person that maybe you're here for the first time and you're like, oh my gosh, this looks good, but I have a question, or I don't know what package to start with. And you're brand new. You're not a member. You're not a member of I Am Academy yet. And you want to get in touch with one of our premier coaches like Shanda or Cora or Summy or myself. I want you to drop strategy call and who referred you in the comments. Strategy call and who referred you. This way we can set up a quick call with you, 50 minutes, get your questions answered, figure out what package is right for you, and get you enrolled if we feel that it's a fit for you. So drop strategy call in the comments if that is you. Looks like most of you are ready to go. A few of you have strategy call. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Thank you for hanging out with us for the last hour. I hope you guys got value tonight. I see you guys. I see you. Strategy call. Got it. Strategy call. Very good, you guys. I want you guys, if you got value tonight, I want you to give the ladies a huge shout out and drop value in the comments, because these women are not only taking the time to learn themselves, but they're taking the time to pour out into you. And my prayer and my hope is that your mindset has been expanded, whether you get started or don't get started, whether you think it's a good idea or don't think it's a good idea. I hope you step up and step out in your own life and create the life you truly deserve to live. So with that, you guys, be blessed. You are a queen. I want you to have a phenomenal night, and we will be doing our follow-up calls. For those of you that said strategy call in the next 24 hours, get back with the person that got you here. And if you want a strategy call, just let them know. They'll get you connected with one of the coaches, and we will answer your questions. Love you too, Cheryl. Love you guys. See y'all. Talk to you soon. We have a co-ed presentation Thursday night at 7 p.m. So if you guys have people that you want to show and share with, of course, bring them out for that. And if you're not in the Free from the Rat Race Facebook group, you're going to want to get in there. So with that, you guys, be blessed, okay? Let the people that brought you here know, and we will talk to y'all soon. Love you. Bye-bye.